we had opportunities. Thought we played much better than last week. Obviously, it's a really good team, and credit to them. They took advantage of their opportunities, and we just fell a little short. We ran the ball really, really well. We're moving it up and down the field. Kind of stalled out in the red zone that last drive, second half, and there was a few moments in that game where we could have taken it over, and it just doesn't always go your way. So credit to them, they played well.
What kind of response did you notice from Kellen this week after a loss like that one? And was there anything he did that you feel like, I don't know if inspired is the right word for professionals, but like got the guys together to block in?
Yeah, I mean, we just knew we had to get better. We knew we had a big test this week and couldn't play like we did last week. So, penalties were way down. Ran the ball really well, best that we have all year, and that was our game plan. And we moved the ball well. That's a good team that's going to be playing, late on in the year, in January, February. So, a lot of bright spots, but still, moments to clean up, and everybody. So.
Do you feel like you're close, and is that more encouraging or frustrating?
It's frustrating, because these teams, we're in these games, and just got to close them out. It's frustrating, but we know who we are, we know what we can be, and there's 13 more games left to show that. So whatever happens going forward, we're just going to keep working, keep building, and keep progressing. That's it.
Could you take us through your perspective on the Philly special play and maybe what went wrong there?
Yeah, I mean, it was what it was. I mean, you guys saw it. It was a tough play. Chris isn't a quarterback, and I don't put the blame on him.
Is that the kind of play to where, I'm not trying to drum up anything here, but I'm just curious, just for you from like a competitive standpoint, is that the kind of play to where it's like you'd almost rather the ball in your hands as a quarterback in that moment?
Yeah, I trust Kellen to call the right play. Had the right look, and the play looked great for the last 2 weeks we've repped it, and, I was ready to catch it in the end zone, but, I trust what Kellen's calling, and the play was set up for success.
How much do you think your legs also opened up the run game, and do you think that was a factor in getting that going?
That's something I'm, happy about today. Is I came into the game wanting to use my legs more, and that got them on their heels a little bit early in the game, and opened up some stuff for us. And especially on third down, I think that's crucial. You see extended drives that way, and sometimes you got to do that. And I was happy about that. Obviously, wish there was more, to build on, but thought we moved the ball well.
Does a loss completely ruin your birthday, or how does that happen?
It's football, man. It's football. You want a birthday dub, you want a dub every time, but this is the game we play, and you got to keep stacking, keep building brick by brick, no matter what the outcome is.
What's the challenge on that play to Cooks? Looked like you had to try to fit it into.
Yeah, no, I made the check to that route. It was wide shell, and there was no pressure. Nodded him, and it was the look, and I ripped it early, and wish it was a little higher. And I thought he made a hell of a catch. I thought it was a catch, but they reviewed it and it wasn't. So that's tough. You want to hit that, but on to the next.
We've talked a lot about the explosive passing game not being there, but what do you think the key to getting Rashid Shaheed going a little bit, even if those shots aren't there? Is there anything you're seeing with that?
Yeah, I mean, just get the ball in his hands in space. I mean, the jets, quick routes, stuff over the top. They did a good job in third down today, and 3rd and 7+ of, making us hot a few times, and had to get the ball out. But, Sheed's a great player, obviously, and we want to give him the ball more,
What did you see from Trevor Penning just making his first debut at left guard?
Yeah, it was great. Great to have him back out there. He's been excited to get back. He's been working his tail off to get back, and, you feel a sense of security when all 5 of those guys are out there. They did a great job today. Kept me clean for most of the game, and they battled. They battle every week. I'll roll with those guys every single time.
Having those 5, do you think that's like one of the reasons your run game started clicking? Is like this is the group that you guys wanted to have?
Yeah. I mean, those guys were blocking their butts off and leaning on them. We were running the ball. I don't know how many yards we rushed for, but it was a lot. And Kendra ran the ball well. AK ran the ball well. the run game was definitely there today. So that's a good feeling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would recommend going in that way, but